What's up, everybody? It's Wednesday. I say everybody's if there's a lot of people, but whatever. All right. So as the post indicates, this week we'll be doing Danhausen, the wrestling personality. This guy here. And so that we're starting with a blank piece of paper. All I've done is mark the center to try to keep my shit straight. So this is the reference that we're using because I really want to try to include this cape if I can, because I really like the folds in it. And then this is the face that I will be using. I want to use that face. I like the way his mouth is positioned, that his head is canted. Like that's a very traditional Danhausen face. So I want to use that as the face. And if you're familiar with the character, he's all about the monies. So I'm going to use like this. Whoops. I'm going to use this body and have him holding the money. So with that said, that'll be where we start. We got to start our position, right? So we need to kind of, I guess I need to position the head first, and then I'll just add the body. So what I'll start is, all right, so if you just join, like that's the head. So we're going to it's kind of canted, right? So it's off center a little bit. So let's have it like right around here. This would be the head area, just slightly off center. I'm not going to draw the head right now. I'm just going to try to get the basics of where everything is so that we can position the rest of the body. So like this eye is like right here. And the other eye is like kind of right here. His nose is tilted up right about here. Nostril. And then his mouth is kind of all right. So like I said, we're not, I need to, I think it may already be zoomed in as far as it can go. Let's see. Yeah, that's as far as we can zoom in. Sorry. So I just want to make sure. All right. So his chin will be right here. You know what? I guess we should go ahead and just do it for real because I don't want to have to. All right. So let's do it for real. Let's take our time. So the mouth position is kind of like this. And I'm not a real likeness guy, so I don't have all of the tools needed to pull something like this completely off. So that's why I generally choose people with face paint or mask when I do wrestling stuff, is because it's easy for me to hide the fact that I'm not doing a likeness. I can hide that. It doesn't stand out quite as much. And I got like a long, So that, just so that kind of reads better. All right. All right, so that's a pretty good mouth for him. I know you guys can't see it real good, but so if I like the way I do it, so there's the mouth, and then kind of up here we have the little. That's where this will be. So we just we don't have to draw it, but if I draw it now, it kind of lets me have this spacing. So the ball of the nose is like right in here. We'll come down like that, put a little nostril right here, and we can do it comic book style. We don't have to. It's not an anatomy class, you know. So just try to. I just want to kind of make sure. So, oops. So there's the ball of the nose area, and then it kind of comes up at an angle, and then right there. So that's this area here. That's what I've made. This area here is right there. So now we got to figure out where the eyes are. So his eyeball is right over top of this. So this is where his eyeball kind of needs to be. And then this one is kind of off to the side. So that way we can kind of keep this, kind of keep it where it's supposed to be. So that's where his eyeball needs to be. And the inside of the eye kind of lines up right over this nostril. So that's where this kind of needs to be. And then we'll come in and exaggerate the eyeballs a little bit, how large and round they are. All right, so there we got that. And even though we don't really see his eyebrows, like I try to do that, just to help it feel more like a face to me, I'll do this so that way I can kind of see if things are where they're supposed to be. All right, so the inside of this eyeball, what does he line up with? Right inside of here. So we'll keep it right there. You have to make an adjustment. Yeah, we may have to make an adjustment just a little bit. And once you start making adjustments on a likeness, then it's the more adjustments you have to make, the less it's going to look like the person. So just know that if you're making adjustments just to make it fit, then it's going to not look like it was supposed to. But I'm okay with that here. I think we will be okay. See. All right, so what I've noticed here is how big his mouth is compared to his eyes, and my eyes are a little bit bigger. So I need to make my eyes just a little bit smaller to kind of go with that mouth. So maybe that'll work. Like I said, it's not going to be a likeness. I promise you. As much as I will try, it will not be a likeness. But you'll get the point. You'll know who it is and all that good stuff. So there we go. So now we look at the side of his head, which is pretty close to his eye right here. Little bump for the cheek. Kind of comes straight down until right here. Let's see. No, that's a little bit above. We came too far down with that. Well, shit, eraser. Hold on while I flip with this eraser thing. Come on, why is it stuck? I'll just take the whole thing off. How about that, motherfucker? All right. So have it a little bit above, like this is where his thing is. It's still, I went too low with that. Put the cheek up higher. And then, all right, so now we've got this. his chin is kind of, this when you guys look at this, you'll be glad that I don't do likeness work, because this is you'll never learn if you're watching me on some likeness stuff. Go to somebody else for that. I just try to get closeness. That's what I want. I want closeness. See, he's got all these little, because he's got his chin pushed back, right? Yeah, I think what's throwing me off now is these eyes. These eyes are just too damn weird to look at. I think they were up too high. All right, that I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this. You guys will start to get mad, right? So come down right here, Adam's apple. I think we're close enough either way. So now what we'll do is we'll take this and we'll turn it into this pose here. Slightly, we're going to have to make a little adjustment. I wish I could flip this around a little bit, but I just need to kind of keep things in check. All right, and then I'm not even really using this reference anymore. I'm just kind of, maybe I'll just use the hands. I don't know. So we'll come down to, he's not the most fit wrestler guy, right? So we just know that right here would be this, and then right here would be like the ab area, maybe the belly button right here. All right, so what I really want to do is I just want to use these hands, right? So let's just put the hand. It's really going to be helpful just to kind of, and I know my hand is not going to be great, but it'll help me get like the bend a little bit better, just to understand it a little bit more. But hopefully that won't be the focus of what, people will take away from this. Right? So then it kind of comes down. His knuckles are kind of in this shape, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. And his thumb's kind of behind the money. And then all of this right here will be covered up with the money, right? So we'll just have the money. And then now all of that's covered up and we didn't have to do anything, But this right here is the hand. So I need to. Guess we kind of have to make sure that we get the forearm in there because. All right. So we'll do the other hand. Again with the money fan. And then now for the final touch, we're going to add that cape in there, right? And that'll help cover up some of the area here that I was having difficulty with. So we'll just kind of. Look how that worked out. You would think that somebody planned this shit. So it's kind of red, thick. And then it's got this weird flap thing, so I need to figure this out. It just doesn't look right, so I'm going to. All right, so with that done, I'll go back to the makeup. And then I'll try to figure out what we're going to do with the makeup. I'm going to have to pull that down a little bit because it doesn't quite. So this comes almost like right around here. All right, so that's as close as we're going to get for this. So I'll hold it up so you can see where we're starting. It's very rough, and it's not going to be a likeness. I'm just super sorry, but I'm trying. I mean, shit, there's at least I'm failing with an audience, right? Nothing cooler than failing with an audience. You should try it sometime. All right, so we've lightened it up. Now we're going to get our sip of drinking juice. I should have said drawing juice. I don't know why I said drinking juice. That's crazy. All right, what are we going to use? I think we'll use, maybe we'll use this. I think the Sharpie was too fat, right? Yeah, that's too fat. So I got the Sharpie, maybe this. That's, all right, we're just going to start with this. We're going to use this pigment liner Staedtler 0.1. Is this what we're using? I don't think I wanted to use this. Where's the 01? I bought a whole bunch of these Uniballs. Where's the Uniball 01? Oh, there it is. Let's try that. I'm not a big fan of the Staedtler ones. So let's see how this goes. Let's see. All right, we'll start with that. All right, so we'll start right up here where so for me, I'm pretty happy with the mouth area. So that's where I'll start and try to work my way across the rest of the face. All right. And so the bottom teeth, and the bottom lip kind of goes right across. Now, since we're here, I'm going to go ahead and try to make this look good because I don't want to come back. So I'm going to, normally I would do just enough before we erase, but I'm going to really try to get this right so that everything else will feel right in my brain. And then maybe we'll put an indication of a little tongue back there. Not really going to focus too much on it, but I just want to indicate maybe the direction that the teeth are going here. And then I'll fill this in with black. Now, it's going to be weird because he's got black lip makeup. So we'll dance around with that because we don't want to lose. If I've made this opening of his mouth black and then I make the lips just solid black, we may lose some of the, so we'll just kind of line it out first and then pepper in some black. And so now what we'll do is we'll just like indicate that it's dark. You know, we want to make sure that the audience knows that there's a separation there. I mean, if we were doing this, like, you know, to be colored, like I want it to read with pen. Like I don't, like that's as far as I think it should go, right? So now we see that he's got these coming off his mouth right here. So we'll put one there, put one there. Let's see. So now looks like we can pull his nose down a little bit too. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna stop talking. What's cool is that he does put black paint inside of his nostrils. So it's kind of like even just filling these in black, you're still okay with being on brand. And he also does put this black line around his nose. Like that's face paint that he puts on right there. So put like this little indication line there. All right. Here's, I think our eyes are messed up. Well, our eyes, my eyes are messed up. They look to be too, they're too something, but I don't know what it is. Maybe, shit. Let me just see what it would look like if it was right here. See, that feels better. I just need to pull them down a little bit. That's what I need to do. Just a little bit. Maybe that might throw everything else off, but shit, I don't know. We're close. We're close, man. All right, so there, we made a decision. Is it right? I don't know. But making a decision isn't wrong. So now we got to do the edge of the face here. Remember, we got to keep it close, but since we've moved our eye, it kind of throws some of the other stuff off. All right. So the quicker I put the makeup on, the quicker it'll start to look like Danhausen, even though it's not a likeness. It'll. There we go. And he also outlines his face, so that makes it kind of easy to fudge with. All right. Well, that's for me, that's going to be the, I mean, that's not excellent, but it's certainly not, it's not terrible. So now we need to make sure that we do this correctly. So let's go to the cape and see if we, I just can't figure out how that cape works. And this picture is not, like the more I zoom in, the blurrier it gets. It's just, and I couldn't find a reference quick enough. There we go. We solved that problem. Whatever. Either it works or it doesn't. And I think it's okay. All right, so that's one hard part. And then now we'll focus on the other make it or break it areas, which is the fingers. So we do the fingers first, and then we'll fan the money out from there. And the reason we're doing that is because the body is behind that. So we need to know what that looks like so we can stop drawing from behind, right? So let's go ahead and put our middle finger knuckle. All right, we got our middle finger knuckle, straight line, and then curve out. And one, and then two. There. So that's it. That's one finger. That's as good as we're going to get it, right? We're not going to overthink it. We're just going to go with our gut. See, that one's off, but hopefully in the grand scheme of the whole piece, it won't stand out that much. So this goes right into that knuckle. So this will go right there into that knuckle with that guy. And then this guy kind of comes down and he shoots off into this guy. And then we're going to smash the pinky right up against him. And then these two knuckles kind of just sit there. And then we turn that into this hand. And this kind of, there's some fat right there on the hand, right? So it does like that. All right, I gotta look back and see, does he wear like, doesn't look like he wears, oh, well, for his cape. No, Here we go. Does he wear wrist tape? All right, he wears wrist tape, but we're probably not going to see that. And we're going to do the money. You know what? We'll do the money. Let's see. Where's our money guy? All right, so let's do this. Let's do this hand for the money. Boy, I guess I pick a wrestler and like nobody feels like they just don't give a shit enough to stick around. But see, I ask people to suggest things and then they don't. And then I'm just sitting here like a Goomba. Whatever. The hands are Garbino, right? So we need to draw our first dollar bill just so we can know about how big to make. You know what? We'll just use this and this will make everything a little bit easier. So what feels like if his hand, if a hand is supposed to be 6 inches. So let's see. So this is because the dollar bill is 6 inches. So that should be just about as big as his hand. The dollar bills should. So let's find a circle. That's probably as big as his hand. So we'll do this. Oh, well, that's not going to give us the radius we need. Huh. What did I think I was going to accomplish? I don't know what I thought I was going to accomplish with that. Been a long day, I guess. So we'll just make some money. Wow, that one's got a round ass edge. Come on now. Maybe his money is just very disorganized. Like it's just not very kept. This is some shit money. I probably should have thought this out a little better, but whatever. There you go. He's got some shit money. All right, now we'll add some shit money to this side. Like some Ted DiBiase shit. All right, there's his money, whatever. All right, now let's see if I can remember where these must like the. I just need to indicate where his anatomy is a little bit. All right, that's got us what we need. So I'll let you get a little close up for anyone that's watching at home. Then we're going to erase all of our pencil marks. Get rid of our crosshair. All right, no one's watching, so I'll drink some more drawing juice. Drawing juice. I still just remember it being zoomed in more than that, but I guess not. All right. Got a treat for you. We're going to go ahead and throw the hot pink in. It's just easier to do. Easier to do now, because when you do it when all the black is down, it'll start to pull up some of the black, and it'll start smearing some of the black in your All right, so now I'm going to switch over to, I don't even know where the pin is. Oh, here we go. We'll use this guy. What's up? Shit, I think I've tried to say your name before. Oh, maybe you're Brad, B-Rad. Maybe that's why you're saying that. What's up, dude? Happy you could join us. You're in a very uninspired room. You're like maybe one of one. So I'm just going to take this brush. Thank you, man. Thank you, B-Rad. So if you, whoa, like I said, my likeness work isn't great. If you're looking for likeness work, go somewhere else because I'm not going to be your guy. I can probably try to get it close enough. But it's certainly not going to be, oh man, I got to get that framed up because it looks just like my Aunt Betty, whatever. You know, it's not going to do that for you. I promise it's not going to do that for you. All right, so now that we've got that, for me, that's the hardest part, right? So we got that out of the way. We're going to grab our 3. And then we're going to start coming in here, start making some choices, right? We're going to start putting our lines where they're supposed to be. That's kind of weird how it worked out that way. I didn't even notice that. So this is, so right now I'm blocking off the inside of this collared area for our vest so that we can work inside the confines of this collar and kind of feel out what we're doing. So we want this to kind of be shadowed in, man. We want it to kind of read that that's what's going on here. Oh yeah, we're going to have to come back and add tattoos also. Forgot about that. That'll help. That'll also help disguise any anatomy issues that we've created for ourselves by being lazy and not doing a full sketch or anything. All right, so this area that I'm working on here, I'm blocking out the black area. This is the portion of the cape that is black. All right, so now we know that part is black. We'll grab the Tombow. This is the big fat Tombow one out of the two pack that it comes with. All right, this is the fatter of the two. The blue one is the more fine tip, and this one is the more jumbo package for the football fans. I'm just kind of feeling this out. That whole area is going to be black. Where's my brush pen? And there we go. Now this part is red. All right, so it's just red, so we're just gonna make some stuff up for that area. Yeah, buddy. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and take this guy and mark off our money area. All right. So now what I need to do is I need to figure out the anatomy here. So, but I know a lot of this is going to get covered up with tattoos, so I don't want to be overly overdoing my blacks, because you want to have room to kind of do the tattoo stuff. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little brush pen. Where did I put my damn brush pen? All right. So we're going to pretend like that's touching, and then the further it gets to the shoulders, we're going to come off of it, and it's going to cast a little shadow until it gets to the end right there. Yeah, give the illusion that you got some shit going on down here, right? And then a little bit right there, a little bit on the ab, belly button. All right, now we'll just come in and we'll add a little bit of spice. Now, what I'll do to try to keep the tattoos different than any of the musculature stuff that we're indicating is I'll do it with a much finer, well, I won't say much. I'll do it with a finer pen than all of this stuff that I'm using. So I'm using a 3 right now to kind of help pull some muscle stuff down, right? And then I'll do all of the tattoo stuff with a 1. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. And then finish up this belly right here. You know, if we wanted to, we could put his belt on. But I don't think I'm feeling that right now, so I don't want to do it. So there, that's what you get. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to, oh yeah, that's the image. Let's pick this image here. So there's his chest tattoo, right? I'm sure that he's gotten more tattoos since this is an older picture. But as long as we kind of indicate that he's got like this little demon mouth. And there's some teeth. And he's got his tongue out. We won't fill in anything. We're just going to try to, we want to give the feel of what's going on. We don't need, this isn't what we're focused on. So he's got like some bat wings coming off, and the bat wings go pretty much around the chest. So we just want that to kind of do like that. And then they're torn. So how do they come out? Let's see. All right, now this arm seems to be like a bird. And what about the other arm? Let's see if we can find something real quick. Of course not. Why would we find something real quick? We want to waste everybody's damn time. Let's just see what this looks like. Oh, it's a blurry ass picture. Damn it. Doesn't seem to be a good pic. Oh, here we go. Shit, I have no idea what that is. I think that is all the visible tattooage we're going to be able to see. If there was anything else, it would be like maybe on this forearm, but I think they're on the inside of his forearm. So we really won't be getting them. I mean, we can, I think there's something on the outside of that one. Let's see. All right, yeah. So there's stuff going on this guy. So we'll. There seems to be something going like right here too. There we go. All the tattoo work is done. So now what we'll do is we'll take this blue and we'll go back out and we'll hit these fingers. Pull these fingers off of the money. All right, so there we go with that. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this, so I'm just having to give the illusion of money. I don't really want to spend a lot of time on this. Shit. There we go. Now we have the illusion that there's a grip of money. And then we'll go back to the 1. And then we'll just try to make it look like there's money stuff going on. Hush. There we go. And now it's monies. Well, there we go. I think that does it, right? There we go. All done. So thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great week. Y'all be good.